REACH does support innovation.
Put industry really at the core of future society development.
REACH does, though, have a fundamental structure and objective, which I think is very, very useful for Europe in the long run. It's basically bringing all companies up to par, up to a level playing field in terms of environment and health protection. And through doing that, we stimulate innovation, we stimulate competition, whilst ensuring that chemicals manufactured and used in Europe are of a high level of protection.
We want to have this process more transparent and more predictable, because of course if you want to have innovation, you must have some certainty about what is going to happen on certain substance. The process to apply should also be simplified, because we don't want that there is the criticism any longer that REACH impose administrative burden that are disproportionate, and that there is an arbitrage between the cost for research and innovation and the cost for compliance.
The thing which we want definitely to avoid is that we push out innovation out of Europe and just buy back, import devices that contain all these materials which we have been banning. The REACH regulation system makes a lot of sense for the chemical industry, for instance, or industry which is using huge quantities of chemical elements, whereas for the semiconductor industry I'm very doubtful. Our industry spent decades to look for alternatives to our 3,5 materials, and we didn't find any. And if you would find them, or we would have an idea where to search for, we would go for it. Forcing us to search in that direction is a waste of time.
If you forbid different substances, you kick out the industry, and there's no chance, especially in the energy efficiency debate. We need a lot of these substances, so we need a compromise how to use substances where no better way of solving the problem is there. And it's not only a question of chemical or legislative decision making. I think it's also from heavily political impact.
The dimensions of the story that prevails for us are competitiveness, are sustainable development, are building a sustainable society by promoting recycling, by promoting energy efficiency, by promoting resource efficiency. And for the moment we simply notice that there is a lack of coherence into all those policies. Please, Mr. Regulator, be coherent, be comprehensive, and be as cohesive as possible in ensuring that all your pieces of legislation shoot in the same direction.
I hope that the Commission will work harder on SME awareness. But on the second point, I think it's very important to have this risk-based approach very early in the process, but also to have an impact assessment that has to be done voluntary but guidelined by the Commission. The Commission has to say, okay, well, if you do something, something else will happen on the other side. And these are the Horizon 2020 goals. So a holistic approach also for REACH out of isolation.